Before I start talking about this strategy, I will say this does take a lot of grinding, so it's not something most players are going to want to do. However, if you have the patience, you can unlock nearly everything in the game without spending money. The first thing you need to do is play a single PvP match. You only want to play the one, and that will give you a Matrix ticket. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now, if you're only playing one PvP match per day, the matches should be really easy. Well, with a bit of luck anyway. There we go. There's a match. Let's see how well I do. Right, here we go. So as I mentioned, this should be a really quick match. I think 1 versus 1 is the fastest out of all of the game types. You can also deliberately just die on the first wave. You are only doing this for the Matrix ticket, basically. That's the only reason you're playing this match. Ah, that's quite good. Got Tyrant early on. Nice. I'll get the Legendary as well. Cyberblade is what I'm after. That will get the match done at the quickest. Legendary's not bad though. It's got a couple of good expert items on. The charger and crit item. So that gets through it really quickly. Ah, Cyberblade, my friend. There we go. That's the fastest ship, I think. There we go. We're almost done. I need to get 6 wave lead. Should be on wave 12 when I win this match. There we go, done. That's the first thing you need to do, just the one PvP match. That gets you the Matrix ticket that you saw here. You can also claim that gold reward as well. So the next thing you want to do is get all the easy Matrix tickets from the Galaxy mission. Now the easy ones are the campaign drone tickets. You should be getting those anyway for the clan points, and the boss ones here. Endless takes too long, so does PvP, so go into boss mode, defeat 20 bosses. That shouldn't take you too long. Then, well, this follows on to the next part of the video. Go into mini-boss mode and get the Matrix tickets. I'll talk about that in a bit. Firstly, though, I'll go into boss mode. Now, I start at boss 1 and then just work my way across. Let's skip across to boss 1. There we go. Now, there are a few bosses you may want to consider skipping. First 10 are easy, then they start to get a bit harder. Now, Frente is quite a tricky one. That's relatively easy. This one here can be tricky. Death Pong's really easy. Colopi has a weird bug where another enemy or boss starts attacking me. I don't know what that's about. Hetercap's not too bad. OP Machine, probably want to skip this one. Then do Cratasian here. And you should almost be done by there. Definitely don't do Insectaria. That's one of the nastiest bosses. There we go. That gives you an idea of some of the bosses to do and some of the bosses to skip. I'm just going to do this boss here for fun. It's one of the easier bosses for where it is in the game, in my opinion. So if you are struggling with the easier bosses, or earlier bosses, should I say, then you could consider doing this one. It's got some weird attacks, but none of them are especially difficult, which is always nice. And that cleared the bullets anyway, which is good. Alright, so about halfway through. Got this homing attack. We'll say OP Machine is one of the worst bosses in the game for where it is. That's definitely one not to do when trying to get the boss mode Matrix tickets. There we go, that's that boss done anyway. Nice. Let's get out of here. Once that's done, it's onto the grind. You need to play mini-boss mode and you need to earn around 180 crystals per day. So This is where it gets quite tricky. You're going to be spending a lot of time in mini-boss mode. Now, before you do anything, if you have just played a mode like Endless Mode or Boss Mode, please make sure to restart the app, otherwise you may find crystals don't drop. That's really important. Sometimes modes that you play affect the crystals. I don't know why, but it's something to bear in mind. Now, I have spoken about mini-boss mode quite a bit in previous videos. The squad I use is the Power Squad. When a boss appears, grants a ship stronger than the current one. I have Patrick as lead. That gives a damage boost. I always play stage 8 of mini-boss. Go over there, use the arrows to go over to stage 8. You're going to be doing this a lot if you're going to be using this method, so just be warned, get used to going back to stage 8 each time. You can try the harder stages though, if you think stage 8 is too easy. The Abelusia boss splits up and can give multiple crystals, which is why I do this stage. Now, using this method, with a bit of luck, I will get a super time when the Wisdom Glory spawns because of the expert items. Let's try this out, see if I do. There we go. Then, in a few stages, I should get a Cyber Blade. When the Thunder Blade and the Soundbreaker spawn, there's the Thunder Blade I need. Got to be a bit careful here. Don't pick up a Soundbreaker on this wave, otherwise for some reason it doesn't spawn the Cyber Blade on the next enemy. Don't know why that is. Now it will. There we go, and that will get me through this really quickly. I know quite a lot of players don't have this exact setup, but if you could do something similar to this, or just unlock Cyber Blade and try and get a Cyber Blade as quickly as possible with the Thunder Blade and a Soundbreaker, it will help you a lot. This is pretty much the most important feature of the game for a completely free player. And there we go, I've got a few crystals there, which is always nice. Now, the final thing you need to do is wait until you have a decent matrix grid. This is absolutely not a decent matrix grid, but it needs to have the pieces that you need for the skins that you want. So it's going to take a bit of time, a bit of patience. You have to wait and check each day, or check every hour, should I say, until the pieces that you need appear. The only ones left for me are Uranus Tyrant and Galaxy Tyrant, and I'm pretty close to unlocking both, so I've nearly finished this strategy myself, but I still want crystals, as I want to try and level up the chests you can see here. That'd be good once I've got them all maxed. That's going to take a ridiculous amount of crystals though, not something I will be doing in the near future. So you do need to do this every day, and that's quite a grind. It's hard to earn clan points from PvP, for example, and get 180 crystals every single day, unless you basically don't sleep. Don't forget you do need some crystals for Raid League as well. Plus, it's important to get those daily challenges done, so this is not an easy strategy at all. It's going to take an enormous amount of grinding. It did used to be a lot easier than this, mainly because there was less to do in the game. You could just go straight onto mini-boss mode and grind all day. Now it's a lot harder though, so good luck to anyone that tries this method. I am expecting a Christmas event soon. It's not appeared yet though, so I am going to end the video at this point. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen. Check that out if you want to do so. You can also subscribe from here if you want to. And thanks for watching.